Hello friends, welcome to my channel Ahira Techies. This is our Angular 21 tutorial for beginners part 12. So in this video we can talk about services. The services are the classes that can be defined using at injectable decorator, and it provides a way for you to separate our Angular app data and functions that can be used by multiple components in our application. If you're looking for the main usage of the services, so the first one is data access and API, fetching and managing data from a server using the HTTP client. By using this HTTP client, we can handle the external API. The next one is sharing data and state. By using these services, we can transfer the data from one component to another component. Those components directly don't have any parent-child relationship. Okay. And the third one is business logic. Implementing core application or validation logic we can define in our service side that can be used with the several components. And the final one is utility functions. The common functions such as reusability function, logging, console, data formatting, complex calculation we can define in the service side that can be used in the complete application. Okay. So now we can create one services. So this is my created application, this new terminal. By using the command prompt, we can create the services. The command is ng generate and service. Service short form we can use yes. I'm going to create my service in the folder of service. Okay. Let me provide the name is test API. It is created two files. One is the TS file and another one is spec file. This is for the unit testing. Let me go to the file. Okay. So here you can see the service is defined using this at injectable decorator. So this at injectable decorator makes our classes eligible for the dependency injection. Okay. So next we can see how to consume the external API using HTTP client. So let me show you. So the first thing is we have to inject the HTTP client. HTTP subject and HTTP client. Okay. So the HTTP client imported from this Angular slash common slash HTTP. Okay. Okay, this is fine. Next, I want to convey one important information regarding this HTTP client. So if you are using the lower version of Angular with the model-based template, it is mandatory we have to import HTTP client model in our app.model section. Okay. So the same way, if you are using standalone template, but the Angular version is 19 or 20, in this case, we need to import one provider, that is provide HTTP client in our app.config section. Okay. But in Angular 21, the HTTP client is provided in the root injector by default. Then there is no need to import this provide HTTP client provider. So let me show you. This is the provider. Okay. Provide HTTP client. So we are in Angular 21, then it is not mandatory to import this one. Okay. So then you may have a question whether it is removed in Angular 21. Definitely no. So we have some scenarios. If you are simply using this HTTP client, then no need to import this. Okay. At the same time, if you are using HTTP interceptors or a HTTP fetch function, then it is mandatory to use this provider. Okay. For the time being, we are not going to use any interceptors right now. So let me comment this. Okay. So next we can access one API endpoint. Okay. So I'm having the JSON server REST API URL. So let me use it here. This is my API endpoint. We can access from our service side. Okay. And this HTTP client provides four types of functions. Okay. By using that, we can access the different HTTP webs. So first we can start from get. Let me create one new function. Get courses and this.http So here you can see different functions: get, delete, post, put, and then patch. So I'm taking this get. Okay. So here we need to pass our API URL. Okay. I'm just returning it here. I'm just formatted. Okay. So the next thing is we can bind this data in our component side. So make sure we need to inject our service in the component side. So in this home component, to this constructor, I am injecting our services. Okay. Okay. This is our services. Let me format it. And then I declared one variable. Okay. Let me create one hook ng on in it. Okay. So here we can access our API. Okay. So from this HTTP client, we will get our response in the observable format. So for getting the actual value, make sure we need to subscribe this one. So whatever value we are getting from this data, we are simply assigning into our course list. Okay. So here we can provide one console.log. Okay. Let me verify it. We look at the console. We are able to see one array. In this array, we are able to see this value, Angular and React. Let me refresh it. Okay. So if I need to bind in one of the table also, we can do. Maybe I can bind in list. Okay. Let me format it. It is course list. Okay. In the UI, we are able to see this value. Okay. Okay. This is the get method. So similarly, we can create one more function that for post for creating the new record. Create course. So in this case, I am passing one object course and I'm changing this function into post. Okay. We can use the same API endpoint and additionally, we need to pass the parameter as well. Let me pass it here. I just formatted. Okay. For creating this record, I am not going to use any inputs. I'm going to pass some static value. Okay. So I am taking the same component, home component. Okay. So here I am just having one small button. Okay. And in this click function, I'm providing create course. Okay. And defining this function as well. So here I'm creating one object id3. Okay. I just formatted. Next we can access our API dot create course and make sure we need to pass this parameter underscore horse. Again, the response is observable only, so we need to subscribe this one. Now we can try this one. Okay, now we are able to see this create button, but at the same time we are unable to see the old data. Let me see. Okay, the functions are fine only. It may be due to the change detection issue. Okay, so what we can do, let me mark this variable into signal. Okay. So, and we can assign the values like this using the set function. Console is not needed, and in the HTML side, we have to provide like this as the getter function. You know, so even though if I'm refreshing, the value will be reflected automatically. So now if I'm clicking this create, the new record is created. Once I refreshed, see, okay, it is working fine. So the same way we can handle the put and the delete method as well. Okay, so let me create those functions. For the testing, we can do the separate video. Okay, currently we can just create the functions only. Return again, same like this dot http, and the function name is put, and we need to pass this API URL as well, API endpoint. Here the only difference is we need to pass the key value. So the update we are doing based on one key value. So that key value, make sure we have to pass through our URL itself. This course.id, and finally we need to pass the same object as well. I just formatted. Okay. So the same way for the delete. Okay. So it has one parameter ID, right? We can copy the same URL. There is one minor difference. Okay. So first of all, there is no need to pass any object. Okay. We have to pass the key value through the URL itself, right? And we need to change this function, put to delete. That's it. So this is the way we can access all kind of HTTP services in our Angular application. So now we are in the end of the video. Still, if you have any doubts or clarification, please post in the comment box. And also please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you. Thanks for watching.